Hello. Hey y'all. This is Val and welcome to my art lounge. Sorry for the glare because I have a lot of plastic things on my desk right now. So before we get started today with the roll of the die, I wanted to do a really quick Stampin' Up haul because I just got it today, like today. And well, no, not today because today is Sunday. I got it on earlier this week. I got it this week, not today. I got it this week. And I kept meaning to tape this, but I'm going to be using some of these items today. So I wanted to kind of kill two birds with one stone. So in any case, so I got a couple of dies, one stamp set, and lots of paper product. This is the current, the September, as you were, paper pumpkin. The October one will be starts shipping next week. But this one is super cool. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. And the reason I have this here is because some of the products that I got from the clearance bin on the Stampin' Up website coordinates beautifully with this. And like I said, these are in the clearance bin, so I think the dies for $8.50 and the stamp set, the coordinating stamp set, was like $16, $17. So 7 and 8 is like, so 25 bucks. Can't go wrong with that, buddy. Especially, and these are a lot of dies. See, I hadn't even opened this packet yet, but when you see the dies here, like they coordinate, right? And then the actual upside down, it makes like little 3x3 note cards with some treat packaging. But like, especially if you watch Rachel Tessman, you can change these papers into a card. You don't have to make the little packaging. And even though this is a really small card, you can use it as an element inside a larger card. So that's why I have this out, because I bought these and I'm going to use these today. And if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, it includes one of these little, the very first one you get includes this little stamping block to use the stamps that come with the kit. So that's that part. Oh, ruh-roh. Almost made a mess, y'all. Almost made a mess. So these go in here. And then I also got, that way, I also got some of this More Dazzle specialty paper. Girl or boyfriend, whichever. These are so sparkly. Look at the disco ball, man. That is so cute. So you get a package of 4 and 4. So you get 4 of the champagne and 4 of the bright gold. This is brand spanking new. You guys can't see these yet. As a demonstrator, I got a little heads up lead that I could buy these early. This is one of the new papers that's going to be coming out in the spring catalog. So these will become available. I mean, not spring. This is the, what do you call these? Online exclusives, rather. Sorry, I misspoke. But this is Meandering Meadows. If you were with us when we had On the Horizon, it's a very similar paper pack with the impressionistic type of nature scenes in like watercolor. So pretty. Just like a really quick, actually, let me do it this way. Bam. See what I'm saying? So you have that. And then So this is the why I'm doing this, because I'm going to use this today. I'm going to use these dies today to make 2 masculine cards in 2 different colorways, so that you can see how easy it is. You don't even really need a stamp, except for the, actually, we don't even need a stamp today because we're going to die cut the sentiments too, right? So these are the deckled rectangles. It has that fun, very organic edge. And there is also, what happened to the deckled rectangles? What did I do? Well, I also got the circle version of this, which is super cool because the largest circle is like 5 inches round, and it has this same distressed edge. These are also new, coming to the online exclusives, with these cute little dragonflies and birds in gold. If you've seen the butterflies, it's that exact same dealie. Beautiful birds and dragonflies. These are also going to get used on today's project. These is a brush gold cards and envelopes. So you have a card base and some envelopes with nice brush gold. Great for the holidays, or if you want to do something like a wedding or anniversary kind of deals, or birthdays. Anything goes. This is also for the new online exclusives that will be coming out at the 1st of November. It gets you 3 colors, 2 of each kind. Nice and sparkly. Got some purple, kind of got like a peachy, and a peacock. Pretty peacock. The official color names are Highland Heather, Petal Pink, and Pretty Peacock. Right on, right on. Finally, we have this one you guys should be familiar with. This is also available on the website, Oxidized Copper. And it has 2 colors, 2 of each, in the Pretty Peacock and Pecan Pie, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Well, it'll coordinate with Pecan Pie, but it just says copper for this one and Pretty Peacock for that one. And finally, because I am also using this particular one today, this is the Tartan foil, available now on the Stampin' Up website. And you get 3 colors with this, and these ones are double-sided. So you have the Pebbled Path, the Lagoon, right? Lost Lagoon, and Copper Clay. And this copper, and these come double-sided, because check it out. Ta-da! So if you don't like it to be quite so saturated, you can flip it to the other side and have a more muted, but still very pretty and very shiny pattern. So let's get crack-a-lackin' with these masculine cards for today's roll of the die. So last month, it's every second Sunday of the month, Carone Bailey hosts one of these roll of the die, and she's going to do her version, and we have quite a few, we have a few others that will be listed in the description box below, so you can hop along throughout the day to take a look at what they've been doing. Our parameters today are going to be in colors. Now these are Stampin' Up terminology, so if you're not familiar, in colors is a rotating suite of 5 colors that they change every year, and those new colors last for 2 years until they change them out again. So you have in colors, embellish, masculine, sponging technique, a fun fold paper technique, and a bonus is a non-A2 size card. So what we're going to do is make a 5x7, also known as an A7 here in the United States, card. 5 inches by 7 inches, not centimeters. So let me grab a piece of this. Let's see. Move the rest of these out of my way. I have a sheet of copper clay paper right here. And what we're going to do, I can move this out of the way. You already know what we're doing. I'm going to keep this to the side just to make sure I don't miss any parameters though. So first things first, we're going to cut our card base in the copper clay. And this is also a Stampin' Up product, obviously. And I love this because it has the cutting and a scoring track in here. And as you can see, it folds up very flat, very compact. It has a little hole, keyhole up here. So if you're one of those people that use your walls as part of your storage, you can put like a little hook or needle or screw or something. You can hang it on a wall. And the way it's set up, at least the US in the inches one, I don't know if you can see this, but there's these little marks right here. So you can see the 6.5. But the way it's set up, normally we do a quarter sheet of a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Let me see if there's anybody here chattering. Oh my goodness, my bad. Let's see. Pop out. Come on. Come on. Why are you being so weird today? See, technology. It was working fine a second ago, and now it wants to be a pain in the butt. There we are. I see you, Caron. Hey. Let's see. Pop out chat. There we go. Okay. Hi, Ramona. Oh, I'm so glad you stopped by. Tamika, hey, North Carolina. Caron, I have deco circles too. What amazing. It is so Caron. It's like amaze balls. It really is. Anyway, let me get back to this card here. Actually, let me shrink this down a little bit so I can see myself and make sure, even though it's going to be on a delay, I want to make sure stuff is in camera so I'm not messing up. All right, and then pop that. Whoops, come here. Pop that back out. Okay, so anyway, so we're going to cut a 5 by 7 base. So first I'm going to do the 7-inch side. And since this is a little crinkled, I'm going to cut it to a little bit more than 7 inches. Because I'm one of those people that are like, kind of funky about things measuring. And then one at 10, a little, let's see which is the better side here. Yes, so this is the good side. So we're going to go to 10 because when we fold it in half, it's going to be 5 inches. So, but I'm going to do it a little bit more than 10 because once again, once I get my pattern paper in here, oops. Now we're supposed to do a fun fold. So, whoops, let me go ahead and put that back. Move my, so I'm going to use my scoring blade and I'm going to cut once at 5. I'm not cut, score once at 5 inches. And then I'm going to move it over and flip it over so that the paper will help me a little bit, and score at 2.5. Well, actually a little bit more than 2.5 because I gave myself a little extra leeway. Okay. Easy peasy. So now, fold, fold, and you have a basic fun fold. Now what's going to happen, like I said, this is one of the easiest fun folds you can do. I'm going to cut a rectangle inset and a, what they call that word, a mat. And I'm going to also cut out a sentiment, die cut a sentiment rather. Where is my, bone folder. See, I had everything set up. I really did. And then my bone folder, oh, there it is. I put it back. This is a very unique bone folder. And with the plethora of rub-ons that's been coming around lately, this guy is a gem because it has a more of a surface area, and it is it's a plastic. It's not real bone like the Stampin' Up bone folder is actually made of bone. So if you're vegan and don't want to go with that, you use a plastic one. So you burnish that down, and with this, what I'm going to do is so set that to the side. I'm going to get this guy, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one mat with I'm going to use the light side on the inside as my little space right here. And I'm going to use the dark, no, I take that back. I'm going to use the light side on both, the inside and the front panel. But I am going to cut the sentiment so that the dark side is up and showing, if you understand what I mean. You'll get it when I cut it. So first things first. So if we're doing 5 by 7, I want a 1/4 inch border instead of the normal 1/8 inch. So I'm going to reduce my cuts down to 4.5 by 6.5. So I'll start with the big side first. I have to open my little thingy back up again. 6.5. And then we'll do 4.5. Now, so that's going to look like, I'm trying to decide if I want to, yeah, I might have to do, how shall we do this? Maybe we'll dig into my pattern papers. Yeah, I think that'll be like a better. Now these pattern papers, come here my pretties. This comes from the, is it Dashing Through the Snow? How do we call it? Where did there it is. Is that it? No, that's not it. Where'd it go? Is that it? Nope, that's not it either. I keep forgetting to leave out the paper pack so that I can show you what it's called. But this is another set of 6 by 6 papers with some really gorgeous scenery. And since they're double-sided, the reverse side has some really cool images as well. Let's see if there's something. Well, let me continue at what I was doing. So I'm going to cut. This is the other item that I'm going to use. It's the Wanted to Say dies, which is, I was saying, no stamping, just cut everything out. So, you are so kind, feel better soon, happy birthday, or celebrate. We'll do the happy birthday. And I'm going to cut a little present, a little gift. So we can use some, what do they call that thing? White, basic white. Hello. Hello, basic white. Come out of hiding. I had a big old honking pack, and now it wants to disappear on me. Oh, well, in any case, I want to, let's see, this one, the base. This is, let me make sure I'm doing, yeah. This is the words, and this is the shadow layer. And then, yeah, so I'll do this dark and this light facing up. All right, so let me cut a little piece. That's just because I don't want to waste this paper, so I want to make sure it's just enough. And I'm going to use my mini die cut and emboss machine. I got the blue one because I happen to like blue. And I'm going to use my plate number 3 and 2 number 2s. You can see this is my cutting one, and this is the clean one that I keep to put on top. So we'll put that in there like that. We'll put this in here like that. And where'd my little, there you are. And my little present. Let me see if I can catch the pattern in a very specific way here. Let's see. All right, so if I do this like this, it'll more or less line up. And I'm going to tape it down so it doesn't shift. So I have all these little pieces of low tack tape. Darn it. Like that. Okay, and this one over here, like that. And then to make this work properly, you do like a little, you offset it a little bit. So you make it so the middle plate is inside and the one is like overshoots us a little bit, so that you get a nice squeeze at the end when it rolls through. Okay, let's see how it turns out. Oh, that's gonna look cool. That's gonna look cool. And you see the words come out separate. And then, all right. Tweezers so I can poke this out. Come on. Come on. Come on out of there. Then we're going to make the bow and the shadow layer. Let's see, where'd that little bow go? So that side's up. There you are, my friend. Okay, so like this and like this. Let's see, how do I want, I think right about there should do the trick. Right there, and then I'm gonna have to cut another piece out. that. Scissors. All right. Now we good? Now we good. Put that on top and run it through. Okay, fold that up for the moment. Stick it off to the side. Okay. Now, poke out the rest of these innards. And I'm so happy the I in birthday cuts out by itself, or it's attached, so you don't have to go hunting for it. Yay. Turn that over there. I'm going to use this because I don't want to, my mat is very sticky. You're happy. Let's go ahead and put this together right now. And so you can barely see the pattern in there, but it's there. And you don't have to do a whole bunch of dimension because this is already 2 layers of paper. Oh, that looks so cool already, man. I love pattern paper because it makes pattern paper and dies can make your card making so easy and so flippin' quick. Let me pull out the glue. Oh yeah, let me not do that because that's a problem waiting to happen. Put them scraps over there. This bow goes on this present. Oh, look at. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Let me not do that because I can almost guarantee you that that's going to cause a problem later. So let me just grab a rando piece of paper here to do my glue down on. I forgot my silicone mat, like an idiot. All right. So I would prefer liquid glue to this simply because this specialty paper has a little bit of a coating, and I really want it to, I need a little wiggle room, but I do want it to stay. So we'll just put a little dabs here and there. Oh, let me move up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Although, you know, the card maker's version of watching glue dry is watching people put glue on. Here's that. Grab a little block to hold that down while we do part 2. Little dabs will do ya. And don't let that glue that's sitting over there go to waste. Oh, 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 not so much, not so much. Okay. A little tittle, a little eye. Okay, everybody get some glue. Everybody get glue. All right, everybody got glue. Okay. Go the other direction now, like so. Oh no. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh no. See, the first one went too easy, huh? Second one always wants to give problems. But this is why we do glue, and this is why we like the Tombow glue, because it will dry clear. You know, it goes on white and dries clear. And then these little tweezers that I got, where did I get these? Geez, do I even remember? But Stampin' Up! Has a version that you can of these with the fine tip, and it's also heat resistant, so you can use it to hold your stuff while you're doing heat embossing. And there that goes. Dear, dear, dear. Let me grab a little paper towel to get some of this excess glue off. I don't want to, I'm trying not to dull the designer paper. But there, so there's that. One sheet of paper and a completely two-tone look. And so far we've only used 2 colors. Still pretty simple and basic. Over there. All right. Now let me bring back my review out of the way. No glue accidents. Die. Close that. Oh, forgot about my present. This is what we call a monochromatic. Now I'm going to use some of this glue that was hanging out over here. Again, can't let things go to waste. May as well make use of it. Like that. Let that sit over there. Oh, it'll be like that. Move my scraps out the way. Okay, Mr. Glue. Move that glue out of the way. Make sure there's no sticky down here to cause me issues later. All right, now as I was saying, where is the... There it is. All right, so like this. And just another sheet, like so. Yeah, that's gonna be too plain. That's going to be too plain, so we are going to do a little stamping today. But what shall we do? That's right, sponging, another item on our list. So let's break out another item that I happen to have handy. Ta-da! Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks. So this has a total of 4 designs, if you will, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 7 stencils. So you have 3 individual designs. You have the houndstooth, you have some snowflakes, and you have some fall leaves. Guess which one I'm using right now? Oh, you know what? Maybe no, we'll do the fall. But there's also a layering set that makes some beautiful sunflowers. And they have this convenient little notch up in the corner so that you can make sure that you're in the right orientation, because you know sometimes you'll do stuff and you'll flip it and you won't realize. As long as your stencils line up with the notches, and then this is to give you some dimension with the sunflower. All right, and there you go. All right, so that's that product. So let me pull that back out. I don't know, maybe, you know what, I'm gonna do both of them and decide which one I like better. So my little doohickey. So we have some tone on tone. Come here, copper clay. And I'm gonna deliberately squeeze a little bit more. Ooh. And you can see this guy is like extra juicy. So, wow, like extra juicy. Here, we'll just gather that up like that. Let's see, and none shall waste. All right, so I've got 2 strips here. So I'm gonna do one side. Hold this in place with my low-tack tape. Like that. Wow, this thing is like, what the heck? What the heck happened here? That's very strange. Move this out of the way. Huh. That's not good. Hopefully I'll remember to keep checking my hands. All right, so now we're going to sponge. Like so, like that. And I don't think I'm gonna make it like even. I think I want it to be a little patchy. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, I need more color. Now I'm dabbing rather than like swiping because there's a lot of sharp edges in this image right here. And I don't want to cut up my sponge. Do a little more down here. Like that. Let's see. Yes, Ramona, the word die is Stampin' Up. Hey, TR, glad you stopped by. Hi, Happy Notes. I see you over there. Thanks for supporting. All right. Now, I'm going to move this over. Now, if you have like a bigger piece of paper, if you do this guy right here, like that, you can kind of line up your stuff, right? And you can carry on the pattern off the edge. Like that. Yep. Just like that. Okay. And now we're going to move up, doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm obviously I'm going to be using this one. Let me see. You can go maybe that. Yeah, like that. So right about there. Looks matched up enough. I didn't want to use the whole thing because I thought, you know, I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but yeah. Okay, let me close this up because this is a real inky mess. I don't know what's going on with that thing. I'll move that out of the way. Let me grab some wipes for my hands because I do not want to get any extra ink on anything. Ugh. Let's see. That'll be enough, methinks. Take this off. Move this to the side so we don't mess you up. Clean that off because, once again, ink drama waiting to happen. See, now, if I'd have known it was going to do that, I would have put like a regular piece of paper under there so I could get some. But that's okay. I'll remember that little trick next time. Moving on. Okay. We'll use you another time there, Leafy. All right, now I'm going to go back to our trimmer. Let's see. So 6, 4.5. So this one I do want a thin border. So 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Oh, actually the quarter mark. Come on. 6 1/4. Four. Oops, actually that's the other I want to cut off. 4 1/4. Now, to add a little bit more distress, I'm going to do the original sponging technique and just give a little distress to the edge so it looks a little bit more finished. Don't worry, the embellishments are coming. All right, so it looks, so it looks like a monitor. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so let's get these guys back over here. Hit me with some dimensionals. Maybe a couple of those guys. Where are my dimensionals at? Oh, no dimensionals. I'm going to use some foam strips instead. So these are foam sheets. What size are we here? Basically 4.5 by 4.5, give or take. This is a leftover piece. I'm just going to cut myself, looks like, maybe I better use the dimensional, okay? Oh wait, that's not the right bag. This is the right bag. Here we are. So I can't find my white dimensionals for some reason, so I'm going to use the dark ones. And you won't need as much. So we'll go like this. And because these are shaped like a hexagon, they kind of fit into like funky spots than a actual square or an actual just a circle. That's the purpose behind them being a hexagon rather than a perfect circle or a perfect square. So right about there. Like that. And like that. And don't forget to use these edges, friends. Get every last nickel out of your purchase because stuff be expensive these days. I loves some dimension. Crafting with friends last night, and we had like a similar challenge to where we had to come up with something. One of the parameters was dimension. I need a skinny stick, and that's going to be this little guy right there. Here's one. Stop that. There's two. And I guess I'll use a half of one. Right there. And the other half will go right here. Okay, cool. Okay, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, I like this already. Already. Okay, so what you want to do... No, I'm not going to waste my... Yeah, I am. Where'd my little gift go? This one... Yep. We'll use the foam. And then have these. Like that. And rope. Oh, I lost the backing. Whoopsies. Okay. See, you're sticking out like that. looks like I'm going to have to do the reverse for this little present. We'll save you for another one. Let me move this here. No, let me put it on. Put you there. All right, come here, little buddy. This is why we don't throw away scraps, because they all come in handy. Okay, let's move you back over here. Bring my little friend back out. Let's see, I think that fits right there. Yep. It's actually pretty simple. There's this one. Where's the other scrap at? I know I had another scrap piece. Where'd you go? Oh, it just barely fits, y'all. It just barely fits. So let me put a piece of mint tape on here, low tack tape. Make sure you don't shift. Okay. Get in there. And away we go. Oh, shoot. Oh no. Yeah. I know what I can do. I thought I made a boo-boo, but I didn't. Alright, so what we gonna do here, still need a light bow, but what we gonna do is sponge it. So it gets a little bit of demarcation from the base, but it's still lighter. Stop that. That. And then now you have a little contrast. Perfect. See, there are no mistakes in crafting. Just ways to add embellishment. I'm looking for there. See, I knew I had another packet somewhere. I just had to dig a little bit. Okay. There's that. And that. Alright, so this time I'm going to use a glue dot on, get that out the way, come back here, on the back of this bow. It'll kind of give it a little bit of a dimension. Know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? Oh, but wait, there's more. Let me stick this on the back. Like that. And this time, because I found my white dimensionals, I've got the little baby ones. Ooh, wait, I got a foam strip? Oh, bet. Not too much. Oh, it's just a tiny bit too long. Like that. And then these little baby dimensionals. Come here, little babies. And this little baby. Right there, like that. All right, so now we got 2 presents. We're gonna have some beautiful move. Now, should we double the bling or single the bling? I say we double the bling. See, it like this is, it's really, it's because I see you over there, Miss Happy Notes. Oh, see, I already like that already. Look at you. And then let's see, dragonflies. I don't know. Is the dragonflies too much? To be honest, but I like the gold though. I'm liking the gold though. Oh, and we gotta put some. Whoop! I lost the present. Where'd the other present go? Did it stick on me? Where'd it go? Bruh, what happened to my other present? Oh, there you are. Man, got me thinking I'm going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right. So we gonna put the diddy dot. And you know how we crafters like our 3s, right? Everything's in 3s. Well, we got 3 of these dots. Just like that. And you know what? We won't need, yeah, we don't need the dragonflies. Once I got those extra dots up on there, we good. Okay, which one's which? Okay, this one goes with this one. And this one goes with this one. All right. Avengers, assemble. Yeah? Yeah, that's better. All right, so this one. Now this is where it's going to get tricky, all right? So we're at 5. Remember I say I like to give myself a little extra, right? So now we are going to trim diddy dim dim. Somehow I came out with a 1/4 inch. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So caps. Don't want any unhappy accidents. Alright, so let's put out that 1/4 inch. Somehow that's how it happened. And now let's put you out to 5. Oh, that's kind of narrow. Weird. So I'm going to take a 1/4 inch off of there. Or am I? Yeah, let's do that first. Okay, so this is why I have it this way, so that everything that they're reading is on the right hand side. So what we're going to do, let me just out my way for a sec. Lord, I lost that present again. That little dark present, man, he don't want to train. All right, so we're going to line this up first, and that's going to be our cutoff. So we want to attach here. Now, in this instance, I'm going to use some tearing tape, simply because I don't want the liquid to ooze and cause me problems later on. So I have about, let's see, I want it to go, oops, I want you to slope up this way. So it's kind of a placeholder for me for the moment, so I can, let me see. All right, so I keep checking because I want to make sure the pattern is going the way I want it to go. So this part is going to get adhered. So we're going to start up here, come on down, and then stop that. And we have about 1.5 inches. Right about there. Should do the twig. Another 1.5 inches. Do the trick. Whoa, whoa, no, no, no. Happens to me every single time. The roll gets away from me and goes all the way to the floor. Now, we're going to go inside there just to make sure that I don't hit inside of that there flap. And I'm going to do my little tab thingy, a little tab trick, where I only peel halfway. So I get these little handles while I hover and trying to get the perfect placement. As close as I can get it, because as I heard somebody say the other day, perfect is for serial killers. So I wanted a quarter, kind of a quarter. I'm gonna, no, it's the top. So this is gonna be the top. I'm gonna trim off of the bottom about like right about. I'm standing up so I can look down on this to make sure. Okay. Looks to be about as close as I'm gonna get. All right. And then you got a tab back here to pull. And none of it is leaking out. Perfect. All right. Now, we have to do it this way because you want to see where everything's going to land. And you'll know where to put your inside piece to write. Because this plainness is a no-go. Now, okay, I love the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, but it tends to leave me these little edges that I have to smooth out. But also, I need a little bit more precision, so I always keep a guillotine trimmer on hand because it's a little bit. That's one. And it gives me a little more, torque is not quite the right word, but it is. Okay, so now all my edges are good. Now let's go with this. Nope, we're not going with that. That's right, we're just going with these. Like that, like that. And if I hadn't done the show and tell with the products that I got today, this would have been a 30-minute card. Owie, owie, owie. All right, let's pull off our sticky backs. Almost done, folks. Almost done. See, this is why, I guess this is why people pre-cut, but pre-cutting when you're doing these is kind of misleading because as you can see, it is an easy card. It's not a hard card to put together, but it does take a little time. 5-minute cards are not realistic if you don't do a couple of things beforehand. You know, on a day you're not looking to make like a full complete project. But if I had had this cut already and put together, but now you see in real time how much time it actually takes to make a card, from choosing the paper, cutting the paper, die cutting the elements, putting all the adhesive on, putting the embellishments on, looking at the placement, making corrections if need be, that kind of thing. So, you know, it's not going to take less time. It's going to take about the same time as driving to the store, waiting, picking out the card, waiting in the checkout line, and then driving back home, or driving directly to the post office to get it out in the mail. Real crafting over here at this house, peoples. Real crafting here in the lounge. All right, let's see here. Like that. Look at! Did I hit all my wickets? Let me see. My thingy timed out. In colors, check. This is copper clay, which is an in color for 2023 to 2025. Embellishments, I got all of my dots. Masculine, hello, houndstooth and plaid. Sponging, I distress the edges and the bow. Fun fold, yes. Non-A2 size, I present to you a 5x7 card. Yay, I hit all of my wickets. Now, I can't leave that like that, man. I gotta do something with that. That's just heinous. Heinous, I tell you. Where is my white cardstock? Bro, why are you hiding from me? Bro, why are you hiding from me? Bro, one more time. Why are you hiding from me? I was looking dead at. Is this it? That's not it. That's not it. Please. Well, you know what? I'm going to let y'all go. You've been with me long enough. So, this is my A7, aka 5x7 card. Fun fold. Nice and simple. And, you know, just FYI, I would put that there, but, you know, you can put your little piece in there so that when they open it up, you know, they have some extra lovelies. But there you go. Happy birthday for masculine. Thanks for playing. Click the like button if this was helpful and instructional for you. And I'll see you next Sunday. Well, maybe not next Sunday because I'll be traveling. But I'll see you next month on the second Sunday with another roll of the dice. Toodles.